Hello, my name is Gloria Mutheumbuvi.
And my name is Benny Walubengo.
And today we are going to talk about finding your purpose. So, Benny, thank you so much for being here and for making time to be here. So, tell us about how you found your purpose, at what age, and how you've been going about it.
Oh, great. So my name is Benny. I'm the president of the Voice of Benny Foundation, and I do public speaking. I speak to young people on different issues that affect our times. I started this journey when I was 16 years old, and it came through pain. There's a way in which you can discover purpose. They say 3 P's: pain, purpose, peace. Sometimes when you undergo pain and you find purpose, it will give you peace because you see the impact that you're making in the society. My purpose came through pain in terms of being rejected in different places in schools, because I was very outgoing and I was very vocal in different issues, and sometimes I would speak my mind. So that gave me a problem in terms of survival in school, because if something could be done in a wrong way, I could go ahead and address students. And so it really brought me so many hitches, and I couldn't sit in school. And so I remember at some point I had learned in 7 schools, and I met Pastor Tim Wangi in 2017. It was on August 11th at GM, and the guy prayed for me. I gave my life to Christ, and I felt like this is the right time for me to leave everything to God. And I just opened my heart and I told God, you see, God, I have tried everything. I've tried to speak my mind. I have tried to do every oratory skill based on my thinking, but now God, I leave everything to you. From today, guide my public speaking journey. I'll speak what you said. I'll speak according to your kingdom. And from that's when I discovered my purpose.
Wow, that's incredible, that through finding Christ, you found your purpose.
Exactly.
And people always ask, how do you find your purpose, But you've already answered that, like, okay, through finding Christ, you found your purpose. So, did you wait for a long time to execute your purpose, or did you just start?
One of the things you come to realize about the society, the society has made young people think that you must be at a certain age in order to execute things. Dreams are executed immediately. Immediately you discover, this is what I was created for. Start it. Nobody knows the day they'll die, so execute it. You can make a meaning even by one day. You can live for one day and be remembered for 1,000 years, and you can live for 1,000 days and never be remembered. You realize someone like Christ, he executed his purpose on earth. Immediately after being baptized, what did Christ do? He ended up going to the wilderness to fast for 40 days and nights. He was in preparation. And so as a young person, one of the things I tell young people is that immediately you discover this is your course, follow it. Follow it blindly. Just be blind. Assume everything. Don't think about resources. Don't think about what will people say. Don't think about what will happen in the near future. Don't be anxious about anything. Dedicate it to God. Pray about it. Believe. Wake up. Dream. Chase the dream.
Yeah. You said be blind for a minute.
Be blind for a minute.
And you were also saying about the different categories of purpose, or was it the different categories of success?
Yeah, success. There are different categories in terms of moments, events, and seasons. You see someone like Christ, when he came on earth, he was in moments. When he was being baptized, when he went to the wilderness, it was painful. Moments are painful. Nobody loves the moments. That is why many people fear jumping into purpose. Why? Because moments are painful. David, when he was in his moments, they were painful in the wilderness, fighting with the lion, fighting with the bear, and he's being taken as a shepherd in his whole family. In fact, when Samuel came to anoint, he was not at home, he was still in the wilderness. So you come to realize that moments are painful. In moments you disappear. Nobody knows you, nobody knows your name, nobody wants to associate with you, nobody is giving you money so that you can push for your agenda. Nobody. Moments are silent. But in your moments you shape your muscles, you shape your principles. In your moments you set a standard, so that when you show up for events, when an event now comes, like when Goliath showed up, David knew his standard. That is why when they gave him the metals of Saul, he said, no, I can't do this, because he knew his standard. So without moments, no standards.
Yeah.
And now during moments, you shape yourself in such a way that when you show up for an event, you show up as a resource. Why? Because nobody will invest in you unless you've invested in yourself. When you invest in yourself, people will invest in you. So you become a source of investment. When you become a source of investment, you become a resource. So when people take you as a resource, they have to invest in you.
Yeah.
Because you're a resource by yourself. So moments are painful, but moments will give you opportunities for one event. One event will announce your name. When one event announces you, now people now start looking for you. People now understand that, oh, so there is this person. Then after the event, you get into a season of greatness now.
Wow. So you've said in your moments, you invest in yourself. How have you invested in yourself?
Wow. Number one, I've invested myself in image. Image is important in branding. You have to look smart because people address you according to how you dress. People receptions are taken so well in terms of the image. How you show up is how people will handle you. Because people don't know where you've come from. If you've come from Muranga, they don't know that.
Yeah.
And the world is a fair ground. They treat you according to how you present yourself. So I've invested in image. I've invested in capacity, reading a lot of books. I've invested time. Time is the key investment. I read every week. I read 4 books.
Wow.
Every day in the morning, I read 5 Psalms and 1 proverb. So I've invested in terms of capacity. I've also invested in terms of looking for the people whom I think this one can be of importance in the society. Because remember, these people don't know you. You're looking for mentors. So sometimes I risk. I go to their offices and knock. I risk fair. I'll go there and I don't know if I'll meet this person. I don't know if they're there, but I'll still go there.
Yeah.
I've also invested in terms of building my brand. I've invested in terms of building a capacity of young people whom I think we can partner together. I've also invested in terms of sacrificing to serve God.
Yeah.
Because during serving God, there are so many things you earn, graces. When you earn grace, grace will open doors. So that's how I've invested in this journey.
Wow. That's incredible, guys. And I hope you've noted some of the ways you can invest in yourself so that you go towards the moments, build muscles, go to the event, and now the seasons, you know. And it's really very profound talking to you. At such a young age, you've experienced so much and you have been able to speak your voice. And what do you want to tell other young people on their voice? You know, as Benny, you are the voice of Benny Hinn. So talk to the voiceless and tell them how they can use their voice to execute their purpose and live their life to the fullest.
Well, one thing about life is that living life as an empty person is the end goal. Living empty meaning that you've done everything that you're supposed to do. If it is singing, you've sung all the songs that you're supposed to sing. If it is cooking, you cooked all the foods that you're supposed to cook. If it is speaking, you spoke everything that you're supposed to speak to people. That is the most important thing. I'll tell you one thing. Every day you wake up in the morning, there are people who keep on dreaming and there are people who wake up and just dream. That is a reality. Now, maybe I'm speaking to you right now and you're still dreaming. There are others who have woken up and chased the dream. It's painful. It's painful. Sometimes you feel like, I can't do this. There are many times I've come from speaking in places and I got at home and I removed my tie. They said, I don't want to speak anymore. It happens. There are times I've gone to a place and you don't even have money to go back. It happens. It's a reality. And people can't see it because it's you dealing with you. But you know what? During those times, it's when our God showed up. Because unless you jump into trouble, God won't come in. God is waiting for you first to jump into trouble. If you don't jump into trouble, God won't show up. If the Israelites could have refused to go out of Egypt, they couldn't have known that God can separate the oceans.
Yeah.
If Moses couldn't have gotten out of the palace, he couldn't have known that God can burn a bush.
Yeah.
And God can turn a road into a snake. If David couldn't have showed up to the battlefield, he couldn't have known that God can kill a giant. If Joseph couldn't have decided to stick by his course and follow God, he couldn't have known that he could become a governor. If Daniel couldn't have refused to bow down to the idols, he couldn't have known that he can be a dreamer and secure the land. So you will come to understand that if you don't jump into trouble, God won't show up. Jump into trouble. By jumping into trouble, I'm telling you, there where you can't. Can you sing? Go where there are so many people. Tell them, you know what, I want an opportunity. I'll sing for 1 minute. Let them give you that 1 minute. Sing horribly. Sing horribly. You just do your thing. Because they won't beat you. What is the worst that will happen? Yeah. There's nothing they will do. Yeah. You just try your thing. Do you love cooking? Don't fear. Go and buy ingredients. Go and buy that small thing. Cook. Let the food be bad. You've done your thing. You'll realize as time goes by, you'll always want to make the small improvements. True. As you make the small improvements, something is happening. I was listening to Eliud Kipchoge and you're saying it's the toughest walk. When you start running the 42 kilometers, the Ineos challenge, the first 2 kilometers are painful and the last 2 kilometers. Because as you start, it is painful. But then you gain the muscles as you go. Then as you're finishing again, it's also painful. Because remember that all the energy now is wearing out.
Yeah.
And then now as you start, the muscles are opening. As you end, the muscles are closing. They are contracting. Why? Because you've done your all. So just open up yourself and allow yourself to jump into purpose.
Do your all, execute it. And yes. That is something that I have remembered. Where God guides, He provides. Great. So where you're going to, there will be resources that will come for you that you've never thought you will have found.
Yes, and another thing is that destination and passion will give men the conviction to support you.
Yeah.
Destination and passion will make men have the conviction to support you. True. Men cannot support where there is no passion. If you do it with passion and you have a clear destination, you know where you're going, men will be convicted. Men will jump into your journey because they have understood that this person, number one, knows where they're going. You know, knowing where you're going defines you. It separates you from a crowd. But Emmaus knew what he wanted. He knew the end result is that I want to get healing. It separated him from a crowd. So have the destination, have the passion. It will give men the conviction to support your vision.
So true. You don't need the money. You just need your destination.
The destination.
And your purpose.
And your passion.
And passion. That's actually your purpose. You know?
Exactly.
Do it all at the best thing. Like, do it as if you'll never do it again, you know?
Yes.
And that's your purpose. That's what you need to do.
Exactly.
So thank you so much, guys. I hope this video has been informative. I've been your host, Gloria Walubengo.
And Benny Walubengo.
And see you in the next video. Bye.